Hello there. Unfortunately, recently I haven't been uploading a lot to YouTube because I'm at uni and I'm quite busy with the projects here. My last video, however, was basically on one of the projects because I thought I am an art student, I have an arts channel, why not combine the both and make one of the videos about the projects? Based on the same idea, I thought why not tomorrow when I wake up I just take you along with me and basically show you a day in the life of a art student in lockdown. I'm going to explain more about what exactly I'm going to do tomorrow. Until then, I guess good night. I'll see you. Hey, what's up people, this is Doug Grades. My name is Joshua and I'm an artist and I'm not a morning person, but it is what it is. I'm up now and I have a busy day ahead of me and I'm going to take you along to show you a day in the life of an art student. First of all, let's take a shower, brush my teeth and most importantly, have some coffee. It is now 11 o'clock. I just got back from breakfast club, so basically having breakfast and watching Friends with my flatmates. What I'm going to do now is watch a lecture for my art and philosophy module, which is actually really interesting. Maybe do some reading towards that. I'm not quite sure if I have reading to do for that. Alright, let's get into it. I did end up having to do some reading for the art and philosophy module, which can at times be quite hard, quite tough stuff to read, but it wasn't too bad in this case. And then I started packing my bag. I pack my Strathmore drawing sketchbook, the Langton watercolor A4 sketchbook, then a smaller sketchbook as well, my watercolors including a couple of small brushes, then my Staedtler fine liners or pigment liners, my pencil case which includes a mechanical pencil, a ballpoint pen, second mechanical pencil with blue lead, which I use for sketches, a white Posca marker, then a red pen, a black pen, a thicker red pen, a thicker black pen, and a very thin mechanical pencil that I will use sometimes. Then also a small ruler, and of course an eraser. I'm also taking along some masking tape, just in case, a jar for the watercolors, for the water, and then 2 bottles of water, one for the watercolors and one just for myself in case I get thirsty. And also 2 spare batteries for my camera and my headphones in case I want to listen to music. Alright, now that we have everything packed, I'm ready to go on this little trip of mine. It's for a project that I'm doing for uni right now. I'm going to explain more in the voiceover. Yeah, let's go. So there's a little bit of a change in plan because I'm not going to do a voiceover after all, because I am here at the airport of Dundee, which is this tiny airport with tiny cute little planes. How did I end up here? Let's start at the beginning. The brief for this project is essentially to make a guidebook for the place that you live. For me, it's Dundee, the city where I study. We had a lot of creative freedom with this. We don't have to necessarily make something like a traditional guidebook, like a tourist book or something. My initial idea was approaching the city again, like I approached it for the first time, and that is we have this beautiful river called the Tay. Basically, when you come into the city with a train, you go over the river, over a bridge. Essentially, my plan was to just go over with my bike, paint basically the city which you see coming into the city from the other side of the river. Now that plan failed quite quickly because my tire is flat, so I didn't end up doing that. So what I did instead was just take all my stuff and go into the city by foot and see what would happen. And what happened quite quickly is that I realized that the city is full of trash. And this is of course not just Dundee, this goes for most cities nowadays unfortunately, but it made me realize that that's kind of what I want to do this project about. So I just took a bunch of pictures of different kind of trash and like my plan for this project is to essentially mark the cities by area of trash that is most commonly found there. So for example, there's a Costa next to the Tesco right on the river. Because of that, the Riverside Walk is full of empty Costa cups. Now, what am I doing at the airport? What does that have to do with anything? Nothing really. I figured because this is an art channel, and I came out, I packed all my art stuff, and then I had this idea with the trash, and it didn't really open up an opportunity to make an actual artwork right away. So instead, what I decided is I would just go to the airport and paint these cute little planes, because I've always kind of, since I moved here, kind of wanted to do that. I also want to have this video with some artistic result that I can show at the end of the video, because this is an art channel. You kind of want to see something being drawn, don't you? So yeah, I hope this works out well. I will find a nice little spot to sit, take a look at the planes, and we'll see where it goes from there. So yeah, now we come to the drawing part of the video, and like I said, I just sat down, took out my sketchbook and started sketching, and I wasn't quite sure in the beginning if this was going to be the final drawing that I do for this video, because I started sketching. This is my small sketchbook. Like I showed you, I brought along a bigger sketchbook, a multimedia sketchbook as well, lots of art supplies that I didn't end up using. But I ended up actually liking this drawing a lot, and my hands were quite cold and I was quite freezing, so I realized that I couldn't sit out there forever and do another big artwork or painting after this one. So I decided to just do this one a little bit more refined, a little bit better than a usual sketch, and went in with one of my cheap pens, just drew the lines over the sketch lines, and after that I actually went in with watercolors, as you will see. I also do apologize for the weird angle that this is at. I had to balance my camera on my knee in order to film this properly. I don't have a small tripod or something that I can just take with me, so my knee had to act as my tripod in this case. Funnily enough, I was actually approached by one of the airport workers and asked what I was doing, if I was just sketching or something, and of course I was, but still, if somebody asked you something like that, you always feel like you are doing something wrong even though you're not. So yeah, maybe they took me for a spy who was stealing information from the Scottish, the UK government by sketching the planes of the Dundee airport. When I started adding watercolor, first of all, the paper is not really meant for watercolor. It took it well enough it's not actually a multimedia sketchbook, so I didn't use too much. I didn't actually try to make this a watercolor painting. I just kind of used it to indicate a little bit of shading, mostly with a darkish blue, almost a very desaturated blue, a little bit of the green for the grass, but really not too much. I didn't want the paper to like wilt and stuff. So at the moment I'm waiting for the watercolors that I used to draw. Add a couple more details with fine liner because the pen that I used is quite low quality, so it got like washed out because of the watercolor, which I think actually really helped the painting. I think it looks really cool, that effect, but we just need a couple more clear edges in there for it to be completed, I would say. At this point, I really wish I would have bought along like a hot flask of coffee or tea or something, because it's getting really windy out here. Yeah, I'm ready to finish this up, go home, and yeah, I have a couple more things planned for the rest of the day, but yeah, I think this is almost just about completed. Alright, I'm back. It's now 4:30. I was out from about I think 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I came back, I had some leftover lunch, and sat with my flatmates for a bit, and I'm really happy with how the little excursion went. I found a thing to do for my project, like an approach that I really like, and also I had some time for a little cute sketchbook page plain drawing that I'm really happy with. So all in all, so far it's been a good day, but it's not quite over yet, because yesterday I finished editing a video and I'm going to upload that today. So what I'm going to do now is prepare everything for the upload, prepare an Instagram post and a TikTok post as well. I don't really like TikTok, but it is what is quite popular right now, so I thought might as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, all of that is done. The TikTok is prepared, the reel is prepared, the Instagram story post is prepared, video for YouTube is prepared. I also went ahead and answered a bunch of questions and comments I received on YouTube. I still have half an hour before the video is up and I have to post everything, so until then I think I'm just going to relax, read my book, because I've been on my feet all day, been busy all day, and I think I deserve a little bit of rest. Yeah, let's do that. The book I'm reading at the moment is called The Hanging Tree by Ben Aranovich, I believe it's pronounced, and it's the 6th book in the Rivers of London series. I really enjoy them and I can only recommend them. Alright, it's around 7 o'clock now, everything's posted, everything's done for the day. I've done all the productive stuff that I wanted to do today. I'm just about to walk to Tesco, to the local store, get some beer, and watch the football with my flatmates, and just have a relaxing evening. Don't think I will be filming much more today, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along for my day in the life of an art student in lockdown. I hope you found this entertaining or educational or anything. Just I hope it brought you joy. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and also leave a comment if you like. Especially let me know if you're enjoying these uni art school oriented videos, because they are easier for me to make at the moment because it takes up a lot of my time. So I might do more of them if people are interested in that. Alright, thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video.